Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Easy Online English. I'm Sahara, and today we have 20 words that are very difficult to pronounce if you're learning English. In all of these words, we have created special sentences to help you memorize the sound. So let's go. Okay, like I said, we have made special sentences for each word that will help you memorize the sound of these difficult words. So the first word is aisle. Aisle. An aisle is like a long pathway. So you could say, I'll take the aisle seat. I'll take the aisle seat. The next one is gourmet. Gourmet is a standard for food or drink. So if something is really fancy, it could be gourmet. So here's an example sentence to help you remember. Mr. Al Gore may like gourmet food. Mr. Al Gore may like gourmet food. The next one is wrist. Wrist. And this is your wrist. This is a part of the body. And for a sentence, you could say, the terrorist has a bomb strapped to his wrist. The terrorist has a bomb strapped to his wrist. The next one is chaperone. Chaperone. A chaperone is a person who takes you to an event. It's usually an older person taking a younger person to an event so they can watch them. So here's an example sentence. I don't need a chaperone. I can shop alone. I don't need a chaperone. I can shop alone. The next one is writhe. Writhe. Writhe is when you are in pain and you're moving your body kind of like this. Usually writhe, when you're writhing in pain, you're usually on the ground. The pain is too much for you to handle. So here's an example sentence to help you remember. His mom gave him a ride to the hospital while he writhed in pain. His mom gave him a ride to the hospital while he writhed in pain. The next one is asthma. And asthma is a condition where your airways constrict and you can't breathe properly. So asthma, the TH is silent. We don't say it. So here's a way to remember it. As much as he exercises, you would think his asthma would flare up. As much as he exercises, you would think his asthma would flare up. The next one is respiratory. Respiratory is the word we use to describe the whole system of breathing in the body. So the respiratory system. And here's a way you can remember it. Get some rest, Tori. You don't need to get a respiratory infection. Get some rest, Tori. You don't need to get a respiratory infection. This one is blessed. Blessed. Blessed is a word to mean that you have received a lot of good things or you have a lot of good fortune. And to remember it, you could say, he is blessed to have survived the blast from the explosion. He is blessed to have survived the blast from the explosion. Next one is tongue. Tongue. And tongue is just, this part of the body right here. So to remember the pronunciation, use this sentence. The elephant's tongue must weigh a ton. The elephant's tongue must weigh a ton. This one is genre. Genre. Genre is another word for category. So here's a way to remember it. John Raw likes the horror movie genre. John Raw likes the horror movie genre. This one is itinerary. Itinerary. Itinerary is the plan that you use for travel. So to remember it, you could say, I travel down I-10 rarely unless an itinerary tells me to. I travel down I-10 rarely unless an itinerary tells me to. And I-10 is just the way to say interstate number 10. The next one is coerce. Coerce. And coerce means to threaten somebody into doing something. So to remember it, you could say, the chorus class tried to coerce us into attending their performance. The chorus class tried to coerce us into attending their performance. The next one is nuisance. Nuisance. And a nuisance is something that bothers you. So to remember it, you could say, my neighbors knew since I moved in that I wouldn't be a nuisance. My neighbors knew since I moved in that I wouldn't be a nuisance. The next one is lithe. Lithe. And lithe is just another word for flexible or bendy. So you could say, I lied to the lithe gymnast. I lied to the lithe gymnast. The next one is queue. Queue. And queue is just a line of people. So to remember, say, Mr. Q made us queue up for lunch. Mr. Q made us queue up for lunch. This one is corpse. Corpse. And corpse is another word for a dead or deceased body. So to remember, say, the cops took the corpse to the morgue. The cops took the corpse to the morgue. The next one is difficult even for English people to say. So, aesthetic. Aesthetic. And aesthetic is sometimes used as another word for style or a feeling that art gives us. So you could say, ask Eric if he likes the new restaurant's aesthetic. Ask Eric if he likes the restaurant's new aesthetic. The next one is colonel. And colonel is a rank in the military. So to remember it, you could say, the colonel loves to eat popcorn kernels. It's pronounced the same. The colonel loves to eat popcorn kernels. The next one is sweet. And sweet is like an extended room or a bigger room or two rooms together in a hotel. So you could say, this hotel has some sweet sweets. This hotel has some sweet sweets. Sweet is sometimes slang for cool. This hotel has some cool sweets. The last one is asphalt. Asphalt. And asphalt is the black concrete used to make roads or parking lots. Yeah. So you could say, it's his fault. I fell on the asphalt. It's his fault. I fell on the asphalt. Thank you everyone for watching another one of our videos here on EZ Online English. And we have a question for you this week. We want to know, what word do you always have problems with in English? What's a word that's really hard to pronounce for you? Write it down below so we can add it to another video. We would like to make a sentence for you and help you out. Also, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe down below. And if you didn't know, you can hit that bell down there and you can get notifications sent directly to you every time we upload a video. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.